Hey, we want to celebrate the 50th anniversary of hip hop.
Big 5-0.
Man, Eazy-E, rest in peace. We love you. We're so appreciative for what you created.
Yeah.
We got your son with us today, and we got him. That's Lil Bro. We're gonna take care of him, man. Salute Eazy-E.
Cruising down the street in my 6'4".
Dub C and CJ. Dub C and CJ.
What you looking at?
Dub C and CJ. Dub C and CJ. Dub C and CJ Max Show.
Bro, so what's happening, man?
What's happening with the C-Mac?
Good. Glad to be back once more.
Come on, man. We doing what we do.
Yes, sir, like always.
Feel good, don't it?
Yeah, it does, man.
Feel good.
You know what really feels good, bro? This is the 50th year of hip-hop.
That's a blessing.
Right?
Yeah.
An art form that nobody thought would last.
We wouldn't be here without it right now.
You know what I'm saying? Everything is hip-hop,
We wouldn't be here without it right now.
Oh, no. And today is really special because we want to pay tribute to the late Eazy-E. You know, without Eazy, man.
Hey, he was the founder of this street reality rap that they tried to throw a jacket on called gangster rap.
That's right. I've always felt the same way, reality rap.
Did you?
Yeah, because we talking about real situations and things that we go through and things that we saw, you know, versus the whole little gangster rap tag. That's just a tag that got slapped on us.
Of course. They always want to throw a tag on it when you're speaking of real.
Yeah, you know, and what's impressive with this situation, why we're pleased to be talking about Eazy today is because 90% of the groups that have ever come out of Los Angeles are off the NWA tree.
Yeah, that family tree is a mother.
Right?
Yeah.
There's only a slim few who...
They already, but the ones who didn't come from the tree interacted with the tree and benefited from the tree as well.
Okay, so could you elaborate on that?
DJ Quick. You know,
how so?
He got down with Dr. Dre, you know what I'm saying, made some hit records, you know, got Death Row.
Right.
Death Row, you know, right. Quick with some of the, you know, incredible music that he done put out, you know, when he was with Death Row.
Right.
That was Dr. Dre.
Okay.
And Suge Knight.
Right.
From the Eazy-E tree. You know, who else from out here? Myself.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Indirectly, everybody.
You know, down with Cube. Cube come from it. It's like you can't really be in this game from the West Coast if you didn't interact with them some kind of way. Not unless you was somebody
a long time.
Not unless you was somebody like Ice-T.
Yeah.
Ice-T, he the one that kicked it off, the reality rap from the jump.
Right.
You know, who really didn't get the recognition for doing so. But we all salute him.
Yeah,
but
that's 6 in the morning.
Eazy was the first one to come out and to really kick it off and go platinum like that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I mean, and with no radio play.
Straight out of Compton, no radio play. 1988, no radio play.
You remember the year?
Yeah, 1988, brother. Yeah,
that was big.
I ain't saying I was. Hell yeah, I was around. I was a grown ass man.
What were you driving back then?
A 500 Benz with the gold grill. With the Lorenzos on it.
Woo.
Yeah, because I was still in the streets.
Yeah, I was in a bucket.
I was still in the streets.
I was in a bucket with one of them get you, yeah.
Yeah, I was. You know what's interesting?
What's that?
The first time I saw NWA in person, I was at the Western Union downtown, straight up.
Yeah.
I was going to get some bread. Like you can get crazy amounts of bread out the Western Union back then, right? So I had 2 other people with me.
Right.
And we was going to go get some bread.
Right.
And we parked in the parking lot and I saw NWA.
And bread for those who don't know.
Oh, yeah.
He's not talking about a local bread for you youngsters out there.
I'm sorry.
Who can't,
we start talking about the 80s, so I start talking some old man 80s shit.
We ain't talking about bread. We
I started talking about some 80s shit. And
money.
He didn't mean nothing doing them. What he was just doing either. Just,
no.
That was kind of inappropriate.
I love.
Brother.
Well, you know, I mean, it's a lot of sensitive motherfuckers out there.
Right.
Know.
So
yeah, but it's all
just
good.
want to clarify that. But anyway, so I was going in the Western Union. I was in the parking lot, and NWA was filming their album cover where they got the dudes shining their shoes and all that. And they sit on the benches.
That was a cold one right there.
That was right in the parking lot, and I walked right past them.
That was inches up itch.
Yeah. And I walked right past them, right? And at the time, I was like, you know, I'm hating, you know what I'm saying?
You was hating?
Yeah, because I felt like it was early. You know
what I'm saying? What do you mean it was early?
Well, it was early in the game for that type of rap. And I loved it, right? But I'm like, I thought I was harder. I thought like, man, I really live this life. I'm going here and pick up 30 bands right now. Man, what was they doing?
Yeah.
Until they start making millions. And I was like, how can I do this shit?
I want to get out.
How can I get out? You know what I'm saying? But that's how much influence, you know, that group had. I would go out of town, bro, and people would ask me like, hey, man, it's them dudes like the leaders of the Crips in LA and all this kind of stuff.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, everybody wanted to know. Like, that was how powerful that group was.
That
man.
movement.
That movement.
That movement.
Right?
That movement. And it all started with a vision. It all started with a vision. Eazy-E, from my understanding, had a vision. You know, he was tired of people that wasn't from New York trying to come out and act like they was from New York or rap like they was from New York. And from my understanding, from talking to Cube and different individuals who dealt with Eazy, Lil E, you know, from what he was told as well, is that he had a vision where he wanted to represent us. That's why you saw the dress code. That's why you heard the language, the way that it came out. That's why you heard the topics that was discussed on records like F the Police, stuff like that. Because in the beginning, including myself, we all want to be, and I'm quite sure you went through it too. We want to be the best MCs because we felt that was the only way to get recognized in this game, is that you had to be lyrical, you know. And I mean, and there's nothing wrong with that. Don't nobody just want to hear no hat, cat, rap, map, even though it's easy digest in today's music. And if you are really good at what you do, you can take the lyricism and you can dumb it down to where that's the difference between when people always say a lot of rappers that's real dope, like battle rappers, they can't make hit records. And I don't really believe that. I really believe that if somebody don't know how to make a record, you can't get caught up in just being the freshest or whatnot. And to me, when I heard Eazy-E, and I heard the first record that he dropped. Right. What, you remember his first record when it came out?
I don't remember the first one.
The first one. The first record that you heard on the radio.
Boys in the Hood?
Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
When you heard it, they made sure, Dre, all of them made sure that coming out with Cube did that record right there.
Brody, right?
Yeah, make sure it was simple, it was gangster, but that they can hear it. But a lot of people didn't know how to write records that can get straight to the point and talk about what they was talking about, and to be considered so vulgar, so, you know, appalling. You know, I beg your pardon. They didn't care, dude. And to me, that right there is what made them who they were. I love Eazy Vision, and what's crazy is that it wasn't just a gimmick with him.
Right.
When you saw him in person,
he went all the way.
When I saw him in person one time, I never forget this. I always tell the story. We was at the Coliseum performing. I don't know if it was a West Side no, it wasn't West Side Connection. It was Ice Cube performing, and we were up there. And I remember coming out. He had a camcorder at the time. He had about 4 or 5 beep pagers on him.
Beepers and camcorders.
The beepers. Yeah, they was
This way back.
Yeah, back then. The camcorders. He had a camcorder. He's like, "What's up, Dub?" I was talking to him, and I just heard bzz, 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 bzz. Everybody was blowing him up, but I didn't really take into account that he was.
Well, we live right now.
Yeah, we live right now.
We live, so
welcome to Los Angeles.
Welcome to Los Angeles. Right?
Yeah, but I really didn't take into account that this man, I really didn't trip off the fact that he was a businessman, entrepreneur. He had people calling him up nonstop. Yeah. And his beepers is going off, but I'm looking at him. He got the khakis, crease, corduroy house shoes. You know what I'm saying? He had the T-shirt. You know, he had his hair out with the comb in it. I was like, damn, this is Eazy-E, multi-millionaire, but still look like us, right? And talk like us. And to me, that just felt good, you know. So I love the fact that you know, it's the 50th year of hip hop that we're celebrating, but I can also too be proud to be from the West Coast and come under the likes of you know, Eazy-E, NWA, and talk that talk. You know, and in the beginning, like I said, not trying to stray off, it was all about getting respected as an MC. So we want to show that we was the best lyricists because we wanted to be respected from New York and everybody else. Yeah. But Eazy Vision was
my first records, man. I wanted to be LL Cool J. I wanted to be Big Daddy K.
But those at the time,
big hat. You know what I'm saying? I did have Rolex and all that on because I was really about it.
Hey, but the cool thing about it though, is that you just named 2 cats that was the best at the time.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with, I mean, when you play.
We got introduced to rap through the East Coast.
Yeah, definitely.
So that was definitely the dominant form when
New York,
NWA was just starting out.
Don't get it fucked up. New York is the mecca of hip hop.
Yeah,
I salute.
no doubt.
And all my homies over there in New York, and all the cats I run across, they know that. Cube to this day say we B-boys at heart.
Yeah.
But
they changed the game though.
They changed,
NWA changed
but
the game.
NWA came out and changed the game, and NWA was one of the first rap groups besides Ice-T, who was an individual artist, to get that respect from the East Coast on down the line. And I saw the influence even taking off down south with Rap A Lot, with the Ghetto Boys, Scarface and them coming out and doing their thing.
Right.
And I mean, it was hard for them to get through as well, but because NWA broke barriers and did what they did,
absolutely right,
it was more acceptable.
It would be easier trying to find a group that wasn't. I mean, it would be hard to find a group that is not connected. I would say Tone Loc.
Tone Loc, yeah. Tone Loc.
You got to go back to people like
Tone
Young
Loc.
MC or something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
you got to go
yeah.
back to something like that.
Yeah.
Well, since we're on the topic and we're talking about Eazy-E, we're talking about the legacy of NWA, we have a special guest today, even though everybody's special to me because I say it every week.
Yeah.
But we...
Oh, you got to be special to sit up here. Though.
Right. So I see it fitting that we bring, who else could we bring on better than the seed of Eric Wright and bring Eric Wright Jr., Lil Eazy.
Little homie. Lil E, what's happening
Lil
with
E,
it?
we got Lil Eazy. We got Lil Eazy in the house. We'll be right back with him.
We got work for sale.
We got West Side tees.
We got work for sale.
We got hoodies like this.
We got work for sale.
We got work for sale.
We got work for sale.
We got merch for sale.
Where at?
Dubc and CJMac.com.
Get it.
Get it? You can't open B-boy shit.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
All right, welcome back, y'all. Thanks for staying with us. You still tuned into the Dub C CJ Mac show. I am CJ Mac.
And I am Dub Sizzle, a.k.a. Dub C.
So thanks for coming to the show, E, man. Really appreciate it.
Bro.
You know what I mean? You're hip-hop royalty, brother. You know what I mean? So Dub and I were just discussing the impact, man, that the group your father and the record label that he founded had on this entire genre of music, man.
The whole
the whole world.
More than the West Coast, because
the whole world.
because everybody else started having freedom to say what they wanted to say on records
right.
too. Like some cats and certain, they wasn't cussing and all that. They wasn't saying this and really expressing themselves from a street perspective, until he did it, right?
Real talk.
Now we can go further back, like the Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mills and them. Now they was talking street stuff and where they came from, because that's the type of rap that really attracted me.
Yes,
that's the type of rap that made me want to really, really, really be a rapper.
Right.
NWA showed me that I think I can do this stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? Let's not get it fucked up though. On the real, it was more than just using profanity. That shit was dope.
Man. Yeah.
That shit was dope. The production was incredible.
Yeah, definitely.
The way that the songs put together was incredible. I mean, the breaks, the bridges, and all. I mean, it was more than that. But your pops had a vision, man, and I just want to not just welcome you to the show, just want to say thank you as well.
You already know it, bro. You already know it's always love.
And I love the fact that, and I'm not trying to jump off script. Me and CJ done talked about a couple of things we want to discuss with you. I love the fact that you keep his legacy alive by doing some of his songs.
Yeah, definitely.
When you perform, it just it makes us feel good. It takes us back, opposed to somebody else up there doing it. We all in our shows we give tributes. We might play a verse or so, let the crowd sing it, but to see you actually up there like this is my pops and doing these records, and sounding like them and shit, they'll be like, damn.
That's real.
And what's cool, man, is I didn't really get to establish a relationship with your father. We just in passing a couple times. Hey, what's up? What's up? I was antisocial back then too.
Nigga, he was too.
Yeah, he was.
He was too.
So we both was like, "What's up,
too.
man?" We noticed each other a few times. "What's up, man? What's up, man?" And that was all it was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Plus, like I said, I was hating on them niggas a little bit.
Yeah. You was still like when you used to tell me. Well, I mean, people don't know. We go back. You know what I'm saying? We both go all the way back. These, y'all my big brothers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But we actually, when I was with Black Brown Universal, you was, really just roll with me on the road to complete that album that didn't come out. You feel what I'm saying? But you telling me the stories, like, I remember you like, E, I was still in the streets, looking at it like, man, I'm hard too. If them niggas could do it, I could do it.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
Yeah, I already,
Hater.
no, but I'm gonna tell you something. Once I started seeing, I said, wait a minute, man, like, they like talking about it now and getting a lot of money.
Yeah,
and I'm around here getting chased and shit, and scared, and you know what, man? How can I get down?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Real, for real.
I got to change this up, man, because this is occupation I'm in is hazardous. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, no, man, but it's an honor for you, like you said, you becoming like a little brother to me, man, and being able to be in your life like this, man, is so dope, man.
Yeah.
And to be a part of it, and, we chop it up with each other, talk to each other about stuff, so it's just so dope, man. So good having you here, man.
You already know it, man.
So how do you feel, man? Do you feel pressured? Like an athlete, like Jordan's son, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when you going to come and make a record?
Yeah, Jordan said over here chasing tail. He chasing pimpin' wife.
Right.
But when I first got into it around the time, a little bit before we were working when I was with Virgin, I felt that way, but I was still, of course, we talked about it too. I was still a young knucklehead, so it's like, you feel what I mean? Like, I can handle that, cuz. You feel what I'm saying? I can handle that.
Yeah.
And then you get all these, what it is now as far as we didn't have social media like it did this time. So at times you get people, oh, you just want to be like it. Oh, you was Riverside. Oh, you was a rich kid trying to sit here and perpetrate this. So you felt the pressure, the negativity, all that at that time because I was young and didn't know how to sit here and take it. And then as you get mature, I just use that so-called pressure as an energy, you feel what I'm saying? Just to continuously what he did, you feel what I'm saying? Like I miss Pop, so you feel what I'm saying? I ain't trying to, I can't, I'm just only his son, you feel what I mean? It's like, I'm only gonna replicate what I see, and which was a great father, and he set a legacy in his rap game. So I'm gonna just go and do what I do, and I kind of blocked that out and said, hey, what is you doing this for? It ain't for me, it's to represent what he is. And then at a time, I matured to say, hey, you became somebody, Eric. You feel what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Not equivalent to what it is. I'm just his bloodline to continuously what, you know what I mean, he left off with. You know what I mean?
Hold on, I'm going to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Right there. What do you think he left off with? What was his, what do you think he wanted to be carried on for his vision?
On a real, in the beginning, even if you go back and just listen to my uncles and all that, he just wanted to represent the city and put it up there and make a way for you. Because I was born in '84, so you know what I mean. Once he's saying in transition, like CJ was saying, I'm trying to look for a different way, you know what I mean, to make this bread on a safer level. Because my cousin Horace passed away in '84. When people look at that old story, like, oh, he got this dope money from a cousin. Yeah, my cousin Horace passed away in '84. His life took a change. He got more responsibilities, and then he transferred it over and said, hey, I just want to do something different. Now, I like this. I don't want to be a rapper. I want to put on for the city. Compton did this. You feel what I'm saying? But as time, went on, and he seen how big he was, you feel what I'm saying? He wanted to make a way for his children. You feel what I mean? And continues his legacy. Pops was doing Grand Theft Auto back, you know what I'm saying, in the 90s. You feel what I mean? Before it came out, he had a lowrider game, which was supposed to be he got from Atari, but it was going to be a computerized at the time where you could just sit here and you can fix lowriders. And then you can have people come up and jack them. What's that game today?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Straight vision.
So, you know what I mean?
Straight vision.
To keep it 100, he, at that time, also back then, before he passed away, he wanted to do speakers, headphones.
Yeah.
You know wow. And then he had a Laugh Now Cry Later movie script he did with the homie rest in peace Big Man, and he wanted to get a movie. So you got to think way back before his time. He had all of this to go do. Yeah. So when I look at it now, Dub, I sit here and think about it like, as I got mature, I said, you know what? My energy just surged because I'm on TV. I do medical marijuana, stuff that wasn't legal back then in his time.
Right.
So everything that I do is representation of what he did, because why he would have expanded outside of music. And I said, you know what? The biggest things that I've done in my career have came outside of just me being on a microphone. And I said, hey, that's continuing his legacy because he doesn't have like one lane. He had lanes. And you know what I mean? It's me on TV. It's me doing this. It's me doing that. It's representing him and continuing his lawn, because it wasn't just music. You feel what I'm saying? That man had a vision to do things far and beyond. You feel what I'm saying?
It's definitely safe to say that if he was still in the physical essence, his hand will be in everything.
Oh, yeah.
man.
Oh, his hand will be in everything.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I'm proud of you, man. I forget how smart you are.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate it, bro. You already know.
No, because I've been around you through your wild
took
stages.
my wild days.
You know
We
what I'm
talked about
saying?
that
Where I
recently.
gotta like, hey man, let me talk to you, man. I'm gonna come to your room. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
slow down. I some
Slow down,
situations
bro.
I had bro over here scratching his head like,
Yeah.
this little nigga got me back because I'm on Crenshaw or something.
Come on,
you know
man.
what I mean? But I've been
Right.
through some stuff in maturity that I grew, and I give credit to bro here too, and I give credit to bro here too. It's just helping me as far as in continuous as a man. That's what homies is. You feel what I'm saying? That's what
yeah.
I love about
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys. You know what I mean? It don't gotta be, you know what I'm saying?
Hang you some knowledge, not a pistol.
Thank you, for
Not
real,
a
for
pistol.
real. And on top of that, it's just even more. You know what I mean? This ain't nothing to come on here. This y'all brothers and family. But,
Right.
You know what I mean?
Feel good,
we
don't it?
had an extension of love.
Feel
oh,
good.
Yeah, oh, my
Feel
goodness.
like
Do
home.
it. What? Do it.
Feel
yeah.
like home.
I
Yeah,
see
without
y'all
doubt.
too now. You know what I mean? My bros can sit here and step on up. You know what I mean?
We ain't trying to do a little
You know what I
shop.
mean? They try to do their thing. So it's just the knowledge y'all give me. And as far as when I look back, as you think about it, is you know, people just ask me, what would your father be doing? So this question is, you know what I mean? What I sit here at home think about is if he was alive, what homies or people that appears that he could sit here and say, hey, I appreciate that. And these two
Nah,
individuals
that's dope.
peers that I know
That
my
means
pops
a lot.
looked about and
Yeah.
say, hey, I appreciate that. Why? Because you took my little nigga under his wing and taught him something that was better. You feel
Yes,
what I'm saying? And
sir.
gave him history. Or you took my grandkids and, you know what I'm saying, my in-laws and taught me something. Because
Right.
we together every other weekend with our kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Outside of this music
Yeah,
world,
definitely.
doing something positive
Yeah,
for our little
yeah.
ones and
Dope.
our
Yes,
seeds.
sir.
So if he was here, you know what I mean, I appreciate y'all, homie.
Right. No, it's
For the
all
brothers
love.
that y'all been, and that's
Yeah.
what I love about the game that my peers could give back. My OGs can give back. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta be no money in my pocket. It gotta be like that. If you gave me some knowledge that I could give down to my seeds or myself to keep me alive, then my nigga, I love you.
Fuck them niggas. Them niggas ain't shit. Them niggas don't give back. Them
Oh,
niggas
nah, a
don't
lot
come
of
back.
but you know
Them
that's
niggas
why I
don't
said
give
that's why I
back.
gave my flowers to my big
Yeah.
bros, my
Yeah,
OGs.
yeah, yeah,
There's a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
suckers that
Yeah.
don't.
We appreciate
real.
that. We
Yeah,
appreciate
yeah.
that. On
They
that note,
don't.
we're
They
gonna go
don't,
to a little
homie.
small commercial break, and we be right back with Lil Eazy-E.
We got work for sale.
We got West Side tees.
We got work for sale.
We got hoodies like this.
We got work for sale.
We got work for sale.
We got work for sale.
We got merch for sale.
Where at?
DubC and CJMac.com.
Get it.
Get it? You can't open B-boy shit.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
What's happening with it, y'all? Welcome back to the DubC and CJ Mac show. Once again, I am DubC with the big homie, Lil E.
Yeah, little bro. And I am CJ Mac, and that'll never change. So E, man, like I said, it's just so great having you here, man. I'm super excited to have family sitting next to me.
Man,
I want
this
to
is
ask you
it.
about your musical career.
For sure.
So going off, and obviously I was around with one of your projects.
Yes, the one that we was talking about never came out. Black Round University. Barry Hankinson, I love you, bro. You did everything you
That's
can for a
pops.
nigga.
That's pops. Love pops. You love pops. So what happened after that? How many projects have you had since then?
Bro, CJ, I ain't put a project out. My first record I put out actually was a little bit before we started working, which was Gangsta Shit, which I did with Virgin, only record. Never
Okay.
put out a project. And I just recently put out a record, 2021, It Ain't Over. And it did pretty good. And I was just me getting a surge. It's crazy that I never did put a record out. When we were with Black Round Universal, I just transitioned and went crazily to go work at Ruthless Records.
Ah.
And I just said, you know what I mean?
How was that?
It was great. And at the time, the industry, quote unquote, I was told it was too tough. It was too hardcore. You feel what I'm saying? And this is back, like I said, when we was together. So we talking about right before Rest in Peace Nip.
Wait.
YG came out.
Wait. They said what? Your music was too hardcore?
Very much.
this was in what year?
Oh man, let's think back. What was that?
Probably like 2006.
So in 1998, I dropped the album called The Shadiest One. And I don't believe that you came with anything.
Oh, no, we know.
It's trends.
More vulgar than.
No, you know how
No,
they get
trust
on
that.
trends. You know how
Yeah,
the
I was
industry
about
gets
to
on
say,
trends.
The industry take a change, and then
I was
to
about
make
to say,
sure it's
yeah.
crazy. He said that because
I know you wasn't.
when I was little, grandma used to give me
Worldwide
she used to give me a little magazine where you could go and pick things. So
Yeah.
when people said, it's like, what was the first records that you bought? It was DMX, and it's the shadiest one. You
Right.
feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So I spin for Big Bro
So-
when we was younger. But we took a change in music. And it's crazy you said that because that was one of my first records I bought myself.
Well, I might take back what I just said then because if that was one of the first albums that you bought.
No, purchase myself. Everything else was given to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
as far as you say, hey, you know what I mean? Here, let's go pick up some music. But as far as music, Pops, we had crates and shit.
Yeah.
But the industry take a change in time. So you thinking back when you came out then, we was listening to that, banging that. We was in a different era. And then it took a change. I want to say who would, I don't even.
So you saying it got soft?
Of course, the industry go through its windows. You feel what I'm saying? It's windows. When they ain't get enough murders and crimes, we got to kick this shit back out.
He's keeping it professional.
But you know what? Windows. You know what? He's got a point, though.
Nah,
you know why I say that? Because when different music started coming out, partying, we always talk about, I'm going to get you, all that from the West Coast, right?
I'm going to get you. Why you got to do your eyes like that? Why you got to do your eyes like that?
Because I'm just saying, because, on the rails, we've been kind of like recreating NWA over and over and over and over and over for a whole lot of years, to tell you the truth. Yeah. So music was transitioning to something more fun and something more party. I asked my daughter at the time, I said, hey, why you like such and such songs? And I said, y'all, she said, because y'all just mad all the time.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
Y'all just mad all the time. We want to have fun. We want to party. Yep. Right. So that's what we was giving the West Coast, a lot of anger. In reality, it was reality, but it was a lot of the anger that we were going through.
We was just showing
it's like no one had a good time.
We was showing the side. We was showing the side that's been seen already, and not showing the side.
So I think what he's saying is that at the time, record companies were seeing success out of artists that were partying and, hey, man, you had Superman, all that kind of stuff jumping off, right? So that became, you know how record companies get on trends.
Right.
So they want that.
Yeah.
They want what's selling. It's a business.
Right? They going to put this money up. They want that. Right. So I think maybe that's how he got caught up.
I think you remember the song Bangin', you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was changed, but
you had a song called Bangin'?
But it was nothing considered to what it was. It was written by, rest in peace, Static Major.
Yep.
Static Major, rest in peace. We work with him. I work with him a lot. You know what I mean? And Barry brought him in to give a different change of an anomaly of the songwriting. You feel what I mean? And he was coming with stuff. Of course, y'all know his resume. And at that time, I said, you know what? I was kind of like, and I made a decent amount of money. I ain't gonna lie to you. I had 2 advances. You know what I mean?
We went all around the world.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Did songs with Timberland?
Very much. We went and recorded with him about 2-3 weeks. And I had fun, and I just sat back and I was like, you know what? This ain't what I spunked it to be. Maybe need to learn more business. Right. And went to work with Ruthless Records. And, Tamika was like, open arms. What you want to learn? Everything. You know what I'm saying? So I started from the ground up, working over there, helping her form some of her artists. One came to be a successful artist, Hobson. You know what I mean? Hobson, very successful. Right. Stevie Stone was there. And I worked with them, and then I got a drive to want to do music again. You know what I mean? The desk job was cool, you feel what I mean? Felt like I was a bucket list, you know what I mean? You was a young executive, and then I was like, you know what, let me jump back into doing it. And when I jumped back into doing it, it was more so touring. And I was doing shows. Still never really put out a record myself. Did a mixtape, and that was it. So like I say, It Ain't Over was the first real song I put out myself independently. And then I just recently dropped one 2 weeks ago called 8 Ball Sipping with Daz Dillinger.
No, that's
dope.
So
you
guys got a project coming, right?
Yeah, we're gonna do an EP. You feel what I'm saying? He got an avenue for something, and I just felt like
shout out Daz. What up, Daz?
Most definitely.
Daz, what up?
Yeah, he came in there. I'm talking about this nigga work. You feel what I mean? Had me working like Tupac the other day.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So
I done did a record with him before.
Yeah. He told me. He brought
Post start off as a mixtape.
Yeah.
Y'all did an album together
Daz
too.
will fuck around and be like, hey man, let's take this picture in the hallway.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the album cover.
That's the album cover like a mug. Hey,
Daz
man.
hustler.
That's like a motherfucker. He really gets to
hustler.
it. Much love. But yeah, he brought you up the other day in the studio. He's like, me and Dub did it. I was about to say, yeah.
Hey, who he ain't did the album with?
Yeah, real
you know
talk.
What I'm saying? But this is special though. This is special.
Yeah. He came in to produce a record that I felt in my heart. Makeover of my father's song.
Yeah, the song that's out right now is a banger too.
Yeah, appreciate it. 8 Ball Sipping. I said, you know what? I said this is what it was supposed to be. So it gave me more drive. I stepped into TV. I've been touring the world. So you know what I mean. You get the frequent drives. I want to get back in a booth and sit here and drop some music. You know what I mean. I just felt this industry was just a lot of funny stuff. Wasn't built for me at a time, and you know what I mean. But I still had a vision and a drive and a legacy to sit here and hold. And
gotta be versatile.
Oh my goodness, you have to. And I went through, of course, like we said before, my growing pains. You feel what I'm saying? Learning different things in this industry. Understanding this industry is not built like how we was raised in these streets. You know what I'm saying? As tough as it is, it ain't tough as us.
Yeah, I had to learn a lot of lessons with that too.
Yeah. Well, speaking of being versatile, you know, we doing different things right now, like podcasts, movies, stuff like that. So it's time for us to pay some bills. So we'll be back. So let's take a break, y'all.
Yep.
We got work for sale.
We got West Side tees.
We got work for sale.
We got hoodies like this.
We got work for sale.
We got work for sale.
We got work for sale.
We got merch for sale.
Where at?
dubcandcjmac.com.
Get it.
Get it. You can't open B-boy shit.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, man, thanks for coming to the show.
Oh, you know it.
So I want to talk to you about the TV career now, man.
Yeah,
This growing up hip hop.
Yeah.
So how did that come about, and how'd you get?
Oh yeah, that's crazy. It came about. I was doing a pilot with all my brothers and sisters. So we have one, possibly something that we still gonna work on, called "Growing Up the Right Way." And it was all my father's
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
All of them, despite Dominic
What
and
about
Deja.
23
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, all of them, despite Dominic and Deja.
What about 23 of y'all?
Nah. See, my pops is 11. You know what I mean? I'm the oldest of 14,
Y'all
but
got a
it's
clan over there.
pops is 11.
Okay.
And,
All right,
of course, I'm the firstborn. It's more girls than boys. But you know what? Take that back, Dub. I think all of them was on there. Not all of them as a cast, but we got footage of all of us at one time. My grandmother.
I would love to see
That
that.
would have been dope. I'd love to see that today.
Yeah,
I'd love to see that
I still
show.
got the pilot, so we're still trying to do that. And what happened was BET picked it up for only 4 episodes. We wanted to get a full season, so my cousin Datari Turner was like, why don't you come on my show that I created? We've been trying to get you, called Growing Up Hip Hop. Got the Simmons, Master P, and his kids, and I was like,
Yes.
all right, cool. I like see how I go, and then it became a family. You feel what I mean? I've been on there for about 5 seasons now. You feel what I mean? We're on our 7th season, airing every Thursday. Night on We TV, all black on Monday night. And man, it's lovely. Blazy's on there now, what a coincidence.
You know what's crazy is that not just do we get a chance to see you guys grow up, the seeds of the legends that came out before you guys, but to see how you react.
Oh, yeah.
I remember sitting there talking to you. See, our kids run track together.
Yeah, most definitely.
And we get a chance to sit up and chop it up. And I just didn't understand it was something I saw one time where, everybody already know where it was a young lady on there, and you was trying to talk to her, and she went big on you, and to see you maintain your composure.
Yeah, I was proud of him for
I
that.
was so proud of that right there. But in reality, in film and television, reality, anything goes.
Oh my
It's like with this
goodness,
podcast business.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Certain feelings. You trick off certain feelings and stuff like that. It's what comes along with it. But, we always say, me and CJ talk about it. He taught me, that, you judge a man by his intentions, not his actions.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to say is that, the way you handle that with talking to her, and you went on to talk to her, I think it was her pops about it, and
Stevie
everything,
J,
and you
Stevie
explained
J.
how,
Much
man, I
love.
loved it, bro.
Because 07, that would have been a case.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Eazy, Lil Eazy 07.
How do you guys
He would have
do?
been calling me, come get me out, big bro.
Hey, and I was joking when I said, the big homie Lil E, but I'm that's my way of giving you your flowers because you done grown up.
Yeah.
And to see you
dope.
mature like that, man, I love it. I love it. How do you deal with that, man? Do you keep your guards up knowing that anything
Anything can happen,
go?
yeah, because we go back. My first episode, my first season, I got Brianna. I got a drink thrown in my face. And an incident you talking about was with Savannah, which is Stevie J.
Okay.
I'm talking about the drinking effect.
He talking about the drinking of it. He talking about Savannah.
I
when I
didn't
went
see
to talk
that
to
one.
her father.
Yeah. He had to
with
get it.
Savannah.
He had to chop it up with
her
Pops.
And I felt respect because I know Stevie. You know what I mean? That's my
Right.
dog. Much love. And she just told me to shut up. You know what I mean? I'm like, whoa. You know what I mean? It's like, wait, we don't even have scripts in reality TV. So I don't even know where that one right there fits in my life. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Anybody
Where
tell
you
me
think
to, be to shut up. You know what I mean? I'm not a man to where you can't tell me, be quiet or, hold on, I'm talking. Excuse me, E. But nah, she told me to shut up. And I kind of just just flash. And like, you know, like CJ say, back in my days, I probably had my sisters or something jump on something or doing something, you feel what I mean? But man, because I told her on camera, and I'm gonna be real, I said, you could call anybody you want, you know what I mean?
Right.
I think she was getting on the phone, daddy or whatever. So out of respect, I gotta swallow what I said, so I gotta go holler at your daddy.
Right,
Because I said some disrespectful stuff, and I got out of line with your daughter, and I know you. You know what I mean? If this happened to my daughter, yeah, you feel what I'm saying? Out of respect that you did not call out and call her out her name, didn't put my hands on no woman, period, point blank.
There we go.
And nothing happened, so therefore, you feel what I mean? I still feel like I would want that man to come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? For any future reference or what's going on, or clear the air, because they like family to me. And I love Savannah, so you know what I mean? That was a small incident. I had to sit here, get off camera, go smoke me a joint, kind of like woosah, like damn, nigga, why? You know, because you get play in this industry, just like we talked about, this industry, you know what I mean, a lot of different things, if it's TV, film, music, or anything, it's just like where I come from is like different things that we might cut a corner with and might not allowed you to cut a corner with. You feel what I'm saying? You ain't finna tell me to shut up. You feel I'm not finna step and fetch. You feel what I'm saying? No punk and no buster. You feel what I mean?
There we go.
That's just as how it is with me. So TV, it's fun. You know what I mean? They consider like a family, and I'm always a cool individual. You know what I mean? And when I feel that way, I don't feel like no disrespect should come my way. So when it do, I kind of will fan out. You feel what I mean? Like, damn, hold up. You really got me twisted. You feel what I'm saying? Especially if I'm, respectful to you, because I just gave the lady the seat. Right. Gave you a seat, and then you tell me to shut up. Like,
right. But you know, it's film and television. So,
I got tricked into being on the show one day.
Oh yeah, he definitely,
he
was
called
there
me up there.
What
when
episode?
my wife got into it.
What episode? What episode?
I don't remember, but he was like, big bro, he's like, come up here. I want to go hang with him, go check him out.
Yeah.
And I end up all up in the show. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm all,
You get a drink thrown?
I'm looking a little too mature.
I know what.
Somebody throw a drink at you?
He was in the corner getting ready to see her get out. He's finna get ready to unleash his woman on the women that was tripping on my woman. So I'm like, all right.
It was crazy. Yeah, little sis was getting active. She got up and was getting ready to get cracking. You know, my people was like, oh, wait.
We here with them. We finna get out. They must have forgot where we at.
We here to spectate. This is
nowhere. Can't take y'all nowhere.
This is not a gang fight.
Everybody loved though. That was with Brianna's family. Now I'm glad.
It was all good.
You know what I'm saying? Like the show is beautiful. You know, me, her, and her talked it out, got their differences.
For the most part, everybody is like family.
Solid, yeah. I mean, well, no. Myself, I would say.
Oh no!
But everybody else, Luke's daughter gets into it with Brianna, Brianna is Mary J. Blige's stepdaughter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And Cree is Uncle Luke from Two Live Crew's daughter. Right. So they got their differences, and she, it's a few individuals that had their differences. Casey and JoJo's daughter, both their daughters. One of their daughters, I forgot, Sequoia, got into it with Cree, got into a fight with Savannah. So but
for the most part, you guys.
Yeah, for the most part, me and the base of it, what I mean, we all kind of cool family. Right. You know what I mean? And it's been enjoyable.
Congratulations.
Congratulations on that, man.
Speaking on being in front of the camera, I want to talk to you about the time you was behind the camera when history was being made with the Straight Outta Compton movie.
Oh man!
It was a lot of talk going around.
Oh what?
All right, so let's take it back. I was blessed with the opportunity to become the performance coach of that movie.
Yes, you were.
And then I started working with the actors, Jason, Mitchell, Corey, Lil Shay, on down the line, and it was a blessing to have the opportunity. And there was a lot of talk around about how come they don't get Lil E to play his daddy. Man, you're going to get these actors and whoop this. And I remember when you and your family came up to one of the performances or one of the scenes that we had.
The scenes, and was actually with you, the performance scene.
Right. And we got to talking, and you was like, dude is dope.
Yeah,
dude is dope, and you understood.
He did a great job.
He did a great job. So how do you feel about the representation of your father that was displayed through Jason in that movie right there? And how did you feel in the beginning? Yeah. When the role was was up, people was up for the role. How do you feel about that?
A lot of people took it as I was upset. I appreciate it. A lot of people don't know they gave me 2 opportunities. You know what I mean? So when you get a table reading, I know. Yeah, I know. They came at you first. Yeah, they gave me a table reading, and I'm a realist. I keep it 100. You feel what I'm saying? At the time, You feel what I'm saying? Was I prepared for? Was it with them than the other? Nah, you probably could have had a better window, you know what I mean? Get more in shape.
Right.
My father was a lot smaller than me, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know, take acting class. I give a lot of respect and love to Glenn Plummer, who came in my garage, helped me out when I knew I had a calling. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning with his son sitting in there.
There we go.
You know, just going with me.
Yes.
So I did a lot of stuff on the fly. Right. You feel what I'm saying? And they gave me an opportunity. Gave me and my brothers, 2 of my brothers, Derek and Marquise. We came in. I came in for a second reading. You feel what I mean? And I just felt like me myself. I'm you know, I'm not a retarded motherfucker. So you got, you know, intelligent to know you needed a polished individual to play that part. One time I was going to Nipsey Hussle, one of his first shows, I think at the Nokia.
Right.
And Kendrick was there too. Kendrick was young at the time. And I was going to go support them, see Kendrick, the homie. And Dre was in the room next door. Kendrick was doing a meet and greet. And I walked in there, chilled with Dre. F. Gary Gray was in there. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know this until the story. And they sat down with me. And of course, they got words, like my stepmother got word when she called me, hey, they need you to come in. I want you to come in again. Some people, hey, congratulations, good job, what you did. Must have seen the reading, which is called a table reading. You feel what I'm saying? So if you come in twice, it's some kind of, you know, curiosity of like, hey, let's just try to see it. And when I talked to F. Gary Gray and Dre, we were chilling and drinking and everything. You know, I think they got Tanqueray or some shit.
Right.
And anyway, they said they just wanted to holler at me, chill, hang out. He was bringing game in, rest of people, and I'm just hanging out with them. And F. Gary Gray comes and starts talking about the movie. You know what I mean? Then he says, hey, you know, we just wanted to tell you, you know what I mean? There were just certain things that they thought. Good job of what I did, who they were going with, and they couldn't find it in their sense to ask me to play my father dying. You feel what I'm saying? So I never really thought about that, you know, at the time. And I tell you the truth, I really never even really tripped. I'm like, y'all gave me an opportunity, but me, I'm just knowing, you know, nigga was stocky, bigger, you feel what I'm saying, than I am now, shit.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what I mean, you gotta be ready for this. This is Pops, you feel what I'm saying? You gotta do this. You know, I would more so, in my mind, my dream would be to help direct it or to, you know, to be a part of it. I necessarily didn't have to play it, you feel what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
Yeah, so when he told me that, I sat and I thought about it, I said, I respect that, homie, because I don't know how I would have took it either. Even the whole concept of him dying of AIDS. You know what I mean? I got a different understanding and thought process.
Come on now.
So why would I sit here and live into something that I don't even believe in and can't sense to see myself doing? I said, I respect that, homie. And I respect him and Drake telling me that at the time. I'm like, cool. You know what I mean? Cool.
So at the end of the day, how do you feel about the job that was done?
Oh my goodness. And like Jason, I think me, Dub and Yella had a show at LA Convention Center.
Remember that?
First day he come in town, Jason Mitchell, he hit me up. He come and I said, you know what, bro? Come to this show. Because matter of fact, I know you working with Dub. Come here. You can see all of it. And I'm performing pop songs.
Car show.
So yeah, car show. You feel what I'm saying? You know, I'm get out there, like Dub was saying, I get out there and I go, you know, do tours, doing pop stuff. And he got out there, he came, he chilled, hung out with me, seen it, took some pictures, seen Dub, seen the love and relationship we had. You know what I mean? Felt more, you know, Twine, because he's an actor. Actors come out here, don't know what. Oh my goodness, Eazy. That's what he told me. I heard that you was mad at me. You was gonna probably try to, you know, do this to me. And that's the realism. And Jason, look at this, he'll know. That's why I respect and love the nigga, because we got a relationship outside before he even started anything. And he kept it real to me. Like, you know what I mean? They said, like, it was word you were mad. And he, dog, I don't even get like you. Like, bro, you didn't even have to do this. You came, showed me love. I took him myself in Hollywood, LA, to a DJ Mustard pool party.
There we go.
Asking. We pull up, who? Me and him. We go to Roscoe. Sorry not to sit there and talk like that, because I know everything could be shot a different way. Not me saying I went to Roscoe's in any form or fashion. God bless their soul and any individual that may have lost their lives in the situation. But it just so happened I took him to Roscoe's, me and him by ourselves.
Yeah.
Chill. And then he got the percent like, damn, you a real nigga. I don't roll. I roll like how I get stories my pops roll.
Yeah.
When he on his own thing. Me and him on his own thing. So I'm like, let me just chill with this little dude. Take him out, give him some understanding of what do, just get to know him. You feel me? This nigga finna play my pops, but he cool. We go to DJ Mustard pool party. It was funny. He had Dub, remember? He had shorts on, man, with motherfucking like loafers, with his sweater tied around his waist.
Right.
On some real shit. He get to the pool party. We pull up, call my nigga. It's at a house, so you know you got to be shuttled up there. Like, damn, I'm finna pull up to the house. Pull up to the house, got out, me and you, straight, homie, come outside, walk us in, it's just me and him. And he's like, you don't think I should change? I said, dog, continuously being you.
Be you.
Yeah. Don't want to be these niggas, these rappers and all this, that, and the other. Be you. You finna play one of the realest niggas. This world finna know you, homie.
Block out all the noise, be you.
Yeah, this world finna know who you are. Like, you know what I mean? And to be real, we gonna talk, man, these heifers, nigga, they ain't caring about how you look right now. Nigga, that's gonna get you further than nigga coming here and dressing looking like me. They gonna be scared of me, you feel what I'm saying? But you stay you, bro. Like, nah, forget how the perception is. What you finna be in the next year or two, couple of years, and so forth and so on. Come on, bro. You ain't got to worry about looking like no hip hop nigga. You feel what I'm saying? So, and he didn't know the real story. So, nah, bro, just maybe untie that sweater from your waist. Be good. You know what I'm saying? But we straight, and that's my nigga. You feel what I'm saying? Solid individual. Take them pennies
out your shoes.
He did a great job. He did a great job. And when I came on set, that Dub is bringing up, F. Gary Gray, Dub himself, all came over. Jason came over seeing me there and asked, E, what you think of Whoop when he was doing We Want Easy? Yeah. And I'm like, man, Dub showing you what you do. You got to just own that motherfucker, because Pops felt like he was somebody when he hit that stage. Yes. And that's how you got to feel, like you own everything. Yes. And he took heed of that, man, and I respect it, homie. You feel what I'm saying? Because there was a lot of speculations. I shot out the set. I had homies riding by the set.
Did the set get shot up? Did the set get shot up?
The set on the movie set at a point in time. But so I got a call, and you know who called me? And I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to give him his flyer. Kibo, man. Kibo called me. And was like, yep. Big Kibo called me and was like, hey, cuz, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, we trying to get you up here. My sister been on set every day. And Cube's wife must have heard her say something. And they had a speculation I didn't want to be there. And she just kept it real. Like, my brother at home being a daddy, he ain't got invited up here. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know, she called me and was like, yeah, they were saying something because something happened, and I heard your name, and Cube's wife must have heard me and knew that I was your sister, and was like, you know, listen to her, and she spitted her game and about what people speculated my feelings was. Right. I didn't have no ill feelings. You know, it is what it is. They ain't called me to come on set, so I'm going to set. Matter of fact, they filming Red Rag Hood. How many often I'm finna just go and chill over there? You know what I mean? Unless, you know, one of my big homies called me. Hey, you know they filming in my hood? Oh, okay, cool. You up here? Nah, man, until they called me, and Kibo called me and told me, hey, you know, Cube wants you to come on set, and that's when I seen Dub and them. Right. Kibo and Cube's wife, much love. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing but love. Nothing
but love. And other than that,
you know, been on a tour bus with us.
All that. He came and took me because I was down. I got out. Matter of fact, it's crazy. He know, but I got out a month, 2 weeks before the movie came out. I did a year because Cube was trying to get me for the BET experience and all that. And I was locked up, you know what I mean, right before it came out, going through a midlife crisis, like, nigga, because why? I was doing time in jail, the same age I turned is the age my dad died. So I was turning that age in jail, getting sung happy birthday in the bars. And I'm like, bro, the movie coming out, all this stuff in my life, psychologically just going like, man, what is this, homie? But, you know what I mean, I think that was just God's transition of overturning the full maturity of myself. You feel what I'm saying? And then I got out, man, the next birthday, with Cube and Dub and everybody else, Star rest in peace.
Tunes.
You know what I'm saying? Tunes rest in peace. What he know, me and Tunes is on the bus in the back, making Cube and them hot. Like, these niggas got this weed smoke going up in this thing. But I remember Dub telling me like, nah, I just want bro to be right, because Cube, this was big to Cube, and it was Coachella. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? It was big for Cube. So he just made sure that bro was, you know, niggas wasn't having bro on some stuff to where Cube get on him, and everything is just right. And I remember like that because it was my birthday, homie. You feel
yes, sir.
I got to spend it. Yeah, I got to spend it with some real niggas, man. And bro, rest in peace, homie. You feel what I'm saying? All the time, yeah. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it. And what the movie did is it refurbished to the youngsters. You know what I'm saying?
The legacy.
Who was born in youngsters born in 2000. You know what I'm saying? Didn't know. Like what? Go Google him up. He got a son, and that's the blessing I could get. Like, we want to see you. We want to see you.
Yeah,
that's why we got you.
You've been making real good business sense out of it and doing what you're supposed to do. I'm super proud of you, man. Like I said, especially the growth and all the things that you're doing and things you continue to do, and the family man that you become. And I get out there in the hot sun, chit
whatever, man. Me and Cut every day.
Coach Calhoun.
What?
Man, I don't want to do it, man.
We tripping on our wives. What? You want us to walk over where? Shit, you know what I mean? Me and Dub putting tents up and everything.
Man.
Look at that. They sit there saying, look at these gangsta ass niggas put this tents up.
Well,
What? That's Dub and Lil Eazy.
Because we want our kids to have more options than we have.
Then all the way, homie. And I love it, every bit of it. And to even, like I say, even with my big bro, you know, my OG, to be out there seeing his boys grow. I done seen him run since he was 8 years old, Khalil. You know what I'm saying?
And I learned from this dude right here.
Oh yeah, that's you know what I'm saying. Oh yeah, I done been with him. You know what I'm saying? Going to Arizona. You feel what I'm saying?
That's how it goes.
You know what we do.
Basically, what we saying, man, is it's okay to make it all the way to gray. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you know, we out here to live, man. We ain't out here just to die, man, and be you know on an Instagram
another
post
message is to block out the noise. Block out the noise. Stay focused. Do what you got to do. Yeah. I'm proud of you, man.
I appreciate it,
I'm
bro.
proud of you, man. That's why we had you on the show.
Oh yeah,
Hey, we wish you much success. We want you to continue to
everything
grow.
else you're doing. You're welcome back anytime. Please let us know anything you got going on.
Oh yeah, you already know it.
You know, and keep us a part of it.
Oh, you already know it, bro. You already know. That's always
Love.
love. You already know it. You already know it, bro. You already
Come on,
know
man.
it.
Stop playing with it. Let's go.
Well, thank y'all for tuning into another episode of the Dub C and CJ Mac Show. I am CJ Mac.
And I am Dub C.
And we've been here with Lil
Eazy
Eazy-E.
Compton's in the house.
Compton's in the house. Compton's in the house. In LA though. Let me try to.
Yeah. I want to about Brook Bro come back out of the woodwork. I mean.